Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings Garage. And this is another installment of the wagon series. And boy, let me tell you, it's definitely not the last one. It will make a lot of sense a little later on in the video. But what's also not going to make sense is that literally in a few seconds, I'm going to have a full beard. And yeah, that's because I'm coming to you guys from the future and I know everything that you're about to watch. But anyways, there's one thing I wanted to share with you guys. So I changed the engine air filter to this car. Yeah, I know. Ooh, he changed an engine air filter. This guy is fancy. Now, my point was, you guys see the date there? I think that's really cool, man. I've seen a lot of things as far as people keeping track of their service record. You know, like there's guys that write on top of the airbox. I've seen posted notes on the dashboard. But I like that. This guy wrote with a Sharpie on the filter. And if you're like me and you got a lot of projects laying around, well, I think that's actually a pretty cool idea. But anyhow, watch as my beard grows. Clearly, yesterday, camera died on me. But you know what? It's never too late. So let me show you guys what we got going on here with the wagon. As you can see, we've been braced with this beautiful cold weather that we get here in New Jersey. But that's not going to stop us, is it? So let's take a look underneath here. See how well I can show you guys this. Yeah, I started tackling the oil leak for our oil filter cooler housing. And boy, let me tell you, you definitely want to take the shaft that goes in here out first. Otherwise, you're fighting with these hoses, man. You got two of them. Of course, now I'm covering. So there's one back there and another one here. Anyhow, let me show you the seal. Garage is full as always, but here she is. This seal, man, I don't really know if you can tell that on camera, but this thing is, well, flat as a pancake. This is no longer sealing anything. And this is the guy I was talking about. I personally, so this goes like so. If you can, using two nuts, lock them in place, take the shaft off first, and then the two hoses. And yeah, don't drop your parts. All right, so our cooler here, we cleaned it to the best of our abilities. Honestly, I'm not trying to win any beauty contests, but most importantly, can you guys see the difference here? So this is the old gasket. I mean, this thing, it will crack if I bend it versus the new one. I don't know if that shows on camera, but boy, I totally get it why this thing was leaking. All right, so when everything's said and done, hopefully leaks are all fixed and it should look a little something like this. I was able to reuse my oil filter, so that's what I'm going to try and install now without making too much of a mess. Let's see. I would normally buy another filter, but this thing was literally brand new. So yeah, good point is that you always want to torque that nut to, I believe, is 18 foot-pounds of torque. So that being done and said, hopefully no more drippy. Nice and snug. And that's it. Well, as the title says, man, it's the small things. Hopefully by replacing this guy, we're finally gonna have temperature on the inside of this car, and it goes, not really sure you guys can tell, but a tiny little hole right, yeah, I'm covering the whole thing. What am I talking about? That guy. And of course, I broke one of the tabs. What's new? Here's a perfect example why these German cars are eventually going to be extinct. So, as you can see here, I started taking everything apart to replace power steering pump. And as always, guys, you want to always compare your parts. Yeah, this is not, pardon the footage, this is not the right pump, not even a little. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. That's great. Well, at least we get a new belt, huh? What do you guys think? Do? This thing is pretty nasty. All right, let's get it in there. Yeah, this sucks, man. I gotta put up with this noise for a little longer. All right, at least the belt is nice and fresh. You guys remember me telling you all the power steering's got a funky fluid? It's not funky, it's just unusual. So it says mineral hydraulic fluid. Yep, this is the guy. That's what I have here. It was a little full, but let me show you. It's actually greenish in color, which is pretty cool. See that? Interesting. Can't really see him there, but anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for today, guys. And by the way, just when you think that wrong parts on this car, that we were done with that, well, remember how I said that sensor should fix the coolant temperature gauge? Yeah, this car's been running for 15 minutes. You see something wrong with that? It's not even moving. You want to take a wild guess why? Well, let me show you. Because that's the sensor we replaced. See a nice shiny part? That's on the passenger side. The sensor we actually need, not really sure I'm going to show you this, but sits right underneath here on the driver's side. And on that note, guys, that is a wrap.